On the sleek spaceship Unity, human ambassador Alex Carter gazed out at the stars, his heart filled with excitement and nervousness. This was a historic day. Alex was on his way to meet the Galactic Council, a group that represented many alien species across the galaxy. Humans had been trying to establish peaceful relations, and this meeting could change everything for Earth. As the ship traveled through the vastness of space, Alex took a deep breath, reminding himself of the importance of this mission. He remembered the long hours of preparation, the countless speeches he had practiced. The crew was ready, but would the aliens welcome them? Suddenly, a loud alarm blared throughout the ship, jolting everyone from their thoughts. Alex's heart raced as the lights flickered. "What's happening?" he shouted, gripping the armrest of his seat. "Unidentified fleet detected ahead," came the frantic voice of the navigator. Alex's stomach dropped. He rushed to the control room, where crew members were staring at the screens in shock. A large fleet of ships loomed on the radar, their shapes unlike anything he had seen before. They were huge, with sharp edges and bright lights flashing along their hulls. "Who are they?" Alex asked, his voice steady despite the panic inside. The communications officer turned to him, fear in her eyes. "We don't know, Ambassador. Their ships are not responding to our signals." With the ship trembling under the tension, Alex felt a wave of anxiety wash over him. He knew that this moment could define humanity's future in the galaxy. Taking a deep breath, he decided to take charge. "Prepare to send a communication," he ordered. "We need to make contact. They might be friendly." The crew sprang into action, working quickly to establish a connection. Alex felt the weight of their eyes on him, their hopes resting on his shoulders. He couldn't let fear take over. He had to show strength. As the alien fleet drew closer, the massive ships began to align in formation, creating an intimidating barrier. Alex swallowed hard, trying to calm his racing heart. This was it, the first test of his ability to lead. "Open a channel," he commanded, his voice firm. The crew nodded, and after a tense moment, a holographic image appeared in front of them. It showed a tall, imposing alien with bright green skin and sharp features. The alien's eyes were piercing, and its presence demanded attention. "Humans!" The alien's voice boomed, echoing through the control room. "State your purpose in Zarkath space." Alex felt a chill run down his spine. This was Commander Vrax, leader of the Zarkath fleet. He had heard stories about this powerful species, known for their fierce reputation. Keeping his composure, Alex spoke up. "We come in peace. I am Ambassador Alex Carter, representing Earth. We seek friendship and cooperation." A silence hung in the air, thick with tension. The crew watched anxiously, and Alex could feel their eyes on him. Would the Zarkath accept his offer, or was this the beginning of a conflict? Commander Vrax tilted his head, clearly studying Alex. "You dare enter our territory without permission. Do you think us weak?" Alex's heart pounded as the alien's words echoed in his mind. He sensed the anger simmering beneath the surface. "No, I do not. We wish to understand each other," he replied, forcing himself to remain calm. Suddenly, without warning, the Zarkath fleet moved closer, their ships looming larger. Alex felt a surge of fear, nearly overwhelming him. What if they attacked? What if this was the end of diplomacy for humanity? "Stand by for defensive maneuvers," one crew member shouted, but Alex raised a hand to silence them. "No, wait," he urged. "We need to show we mean no harm." As the alien ships surrounded them, Alex took a deep breath and prepared himself for what could be the most challenging moment of his life. The stars outside twinkled, but inside the ship everything felt dark and uncertain. Would he be able to turn this surprise encounter into an opportunity for peace? The tension aboard the Unity was palpable. Ambassador Alex Carter stood at the front of the control room, heart racing as he faced the imposing figure of Commander Vrax. The alien leader, with his green skin and fierce eyes, stared intently at Alex, waiting for a response. "Why should we trust you, human?" Vrax demanded, his voice booming through the speakers. The crew exchanged worried glances, their anxiety reflected in Alex's own expression. "We come with peace in our hearts," Alex replied, struggling to keep his voice steady. "We want to learn from you and share our knowledge. We believe in friendship." Commander Vrax's expression remained unreadable. "Friendship? You humans have a reputation for conflict. Why should we believe you will not turn against us?" Alex took a deep breath, gathering his thoughts. He knew he needed to convince Vrax not just with words, but with sincerity. "I understand your concern. We have made mistakes in the past, but we want to change. We can help each other." Together we could achieve great things. The alien leader seemed to consider Alex's words, but doubt still flickered in his eyes. And what do you offer in return for our trust? Alex paused, weighing his options. We can share technology, knowledge of our cultures, and most importantly, a commitment to peace. We can show you that we are more than our past. Vrax studied him carefully, and for a moment the silence was deafening. Then he nodded slowly. Very well, human ambassador. We will give you a chance. But know this. If you betray us, there will be consequences. Relief washed over Alex, but he knew this was just the beginning. Thank you, Commander. I promise we will not disappoint you. Suddenly, the ships around them shifted, and the vast Zarkath fleet began to move in formation. Follow us, Vrax ordered, and the Unity joined the alien fleet as they set course for the Zarkath homeworld. As they traveled through space, Alex marveled at the beauty of the galaxy. Bright stars twinkled against the dark canvas, and the sight filled him with hope. Perhaps this encounter would lead to a new era for humanity. Once they arrived at the Zarkath homeworld, Alex was amazed. The planet was a vibrant mix of greens and blues, with towering mountains and shimmering lakes. The architecture of the alien cities was unlike anything he had ever seen. Sharp, angular structures that glowed with an otherworldly light. Alex and his crew disembarked, stepping onto the planet's surface. They were greeted by a group of Zarkath soldiers, standing tall with their weapons at the ready. Alex felt a flutter of nerves, but he stood tall, determined to show his strength. Welcome to Zarkath Prime, Commander Vrax said, his voice echoing in the open air. You will follow me to the council chamber. There, we will discuss our future. The journey to the chamber was filled with curious stares from the alien citizens. Alex couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and fear. He wondered what they thought of him. Did they see him as an ambassador or as a potential enemy? Once inside the Grand Council chamber, Alex was struck by its size and design. The walls were adorned with intricate carvings and glowing symbols that told the history of the Zarkath people. In the center, a large table awaited them, surrounded by other alien leaders. As Alex took his seat, he realized the weight of the moment. This was not just a meeting, it was a turning point for both species. Thank you for having me, he began, trying to project confidence. I am here to represent Earth and to build a future together. The other leaders eyed him skeptically. What makes you think we need your help? One alien challenged, his voice cold and dismissive. Alex met the leader's gaze, refusing to back down. Because I believe we can learn from each other. Together, we can create a better galaxy for all of our people. The council members whispered among themselves, and Alex held his breath. Would they accept his offer, or would this meeting end in disaster? He knew that the next few moments could determine the fate of human-alien relations. As the discussions began, Alex felt hope growing within him. This was his chance to show that humanity could be more than just a name in the stars. He was ready to prove it, no matter the cost. The atmosphere in the council chamber was thick with tension. Ambassador Alex Carter sat at the large table, surrounded by the sharp-eyed leaders of the Zarkath. Each alien seemed to scrutinize him, and Alex felt the weight of their gazes pressing down on him. He had come to build a bridge between worlds, but now he worried he might be standing on the edge of a cliff. The crew quickly went to work, relaying orders to the Zarkath fleet. As ships moved into position, Alex felt a mix of fear and hope. This was a dangerous game, but it might be the only way to avoid conflict. Deploy the holographic projection, Alex instructed. He hoped to create a display that would showcase the strength of both the Zarkath and humans. Outside, the massive ships of the Zarkath began to glow, their lights illuminating the dark space. Holograms of advanced weaponry and defensive systems flickered into view, creating a dazzling display. The ships formed an impressive formation, showcasing their might. As the Krillak fleet approached, the alien ships began to respond. Bright colors lit up their hulls, and their weapon systems powered up, ready for action. Alex's heart raced as he watched the spectacle unfold. Krillak fleet, this is Ambassador Alex Carter again, he announced, trying to maintain his composure. We are demonstrating our power. We do not wish to fight, but we are prepared to defend ourselves. The response from the Krillak came swiftly. You dare to threaten us with displays? We fear nothing. Their voices echoed through the communication channel, filled with bravado. Alex felt a chill run down his spine. He knew the Krillak were fierce warriors, known for their ruthlessness. "We do not threaten. We invite you to reconsider," he replied, his voice steady. Suddenly, the Krillak ships began to fire warning shots, bright blasts lighting up the dark void of space. The explosions sent shockwaves through the Zarkath fleet, and Alex felt his stomach drop. "They're serious," he shouted. "Ready our weapons," Vrax commanded, anger flashing in his eyes. But Alex stepped forward, his heart racing. "No! We must not engage," Alex insisted. "We can't let them think we're willing to fight. That will only escalate the situation." The Zarkath crew exchanged uncertain glances, caught between their instincts to defend and Alex's plea for peace. Alex turned to Vrax, desperation etched on his face. "If we attack, we will start a war that could destroy both our races. We have to show them we can be strong without bloodshed." Vrax hesitated, his gaze intense. Finally, he relented. "Very well, but if they strike first, we will retaliate." The Krillak ships moved closer, their weapons still charged. Alex held his breath, praying that his strategy would work. "Let's show them our capabilities, not our aggression," he urged. The Zarkath fleet created a protective barrier around the Unity, their ships moving in sync. Holographic displays showed advanced shielding technology and weaponry, but they refrained from powering up the weapons. Instead, they sent a message to the Krillak. "We are not your enemies," Alex broadcasted again. "We will not engage unless provoked. You have the chance to back down." For a moment, silence hung in the air. The Krillak fleet hovered, their weapons still at the ready. Alex felt his heart pounding in his chest as he awaited their response. Then, unexpectedly, the Krillak leader's voice crackled through the comms. "You humans are bold. Perhaps there is value in your words. We will consider your offer." Alex felt a surge of relief but knew the danger was far from over. "Thank you. Let's talk and find a peaceful solution." As the tension began to ease, Alex couldn't shake the feeling that the real battle was just beginning. The delicate balance of peace and conflict hung in the air, and he was determined to fight for a better future for both humans and aliens. The atmosphere in the council chamber had shifted. Tension still lingered, but now there was a spark of hope. Ambassador Alex Carter stood at the center of the room, surrounded by the leaders of the Zarkath and the Krillak. The stakes were high, and Alex knew he had to navigate this delicate moment carefully. "Thank you for agreeing to meet," Alex began, his voice steady. "I believe we can find a way to work together for the benefit of both our peoples." The Krillak leader, a towering figure with sharp features named Commander Zarek, eyed Alex with suspicion. "You humans talk of peace, but your history is filled with betrayal. Why should we trust you now?" Alex felt a knot in his stomach but remained calm. "Trust is built through actions, not just words. We are here to demonstrate our commitment to peace. Let's start by discussing our shared interests." Zarek crossed his arms, a skeptical look on his face. "What interest could we possibly share?" "Safety," Alex replied quickly. "Both our fleets have faced threats from hostile forces in this galaxy. If we unite our strengths, we can protect each other and our territories." Vrax, the Zarkath commander, leaned in. "We have faced attacks from various factions. A united front could deter our enemies. But how do we know you will not turn against us?" Alex understood the weight of that question. "We can establish agreements. Let's create a coalition that emphasizes cooperation. We can share technology and information to bolster our defenses." Zarek raised an eyebrow. "And what do we gain from this alliance? What can humans offer?" Alex took a deep breath, sensing the moment was critical. "We have advanced technologies in areas like medicine and communications. We can help improve your ships and health care for your people. We are willing to invest in our partnership." The room was silent as the leaders processed his words. Alex knew he had to keep the momentum going. "Imagine what we could achieve together. We could explore new planets, share knowledge, and even combine our fleets for defense. This could change the way we view each other forever." Vrax nodded slowly. "You make a compelling case. But how can we ensure that our people accept this alliance? Trust must be built on both sides." "I propose a cultural exchange," Alex suggested. "We can send delegations to each other's planets. Let your people see who we are beyond the stories of war and betrayal. Let them meet our families and share our traditions." Zarek's expression softened slightly. "A bold idea, but how do we ensure that this exchange is safe? We cannot risk sabotage from factions that oppose peace." "We can set strict security measures," Alex replied. "We will work together to protect our delegations. This will show our commitment to peace and our determination to protect each other." As discussions continued, Alex felt a growing sense of optimism. Perhaps this was the moment that could change everything. But he knew they had to remain cautious. Trust would not be earned overnight. "Let us establish a framework for our alliance," Vrax proposed. "We can draft a treaty that outlines our responsibilities and benefits. This way, all parties are clear on what to expect." Zarek nodded in agreement. "Very well. We will need time to discuss this with our respective councils. But if all goes well, we may find common ground." As the meeting progressed, Alex felt hope swell within him. They were making real progress. For the first time, the possibility of a united future seemed achievable. But he also understood that the journey ahead would not be easy. There would be those who opposed this alliance. Once the formal discussions wrapped up, Alex gathered with Vrax and Zarek. "This is just the beginning," he said, his voice filled with determination. "We must work tirelessly to educate our people about the benefits of this alliance. Together, we can overcome any doubts. We will need to act quickly," Vrax added. "Our enemies will not wait. They will see this alliance as a threat and may try to exploit any weaknesses." Alex nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility settle on his shoulders. "Let's prepare for our delegations. If we can show our peoples that peace is not only possible but advantageous, we can change the course of our histories." As they finalized their plans, a sense of camaraderie began to form. The walls that had separated them were slowly crumbling. They were not just representatives of their species anymore, they were allies united by a common goal. With determination burning in their hearts, they set out to build the bridges that would connect their worlds. Together, they would face the challenges ahead and prove that even the deepest divides could be overcome by understanding and cooperation. The galaxy was watching, and Alex was ready to lead the way toward a brighter future.